Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel Part 64. In the previous video, we did our practical exams where we actually performed fairly well after having to reload to complete the bonus objective for the first fight. Second fight went fairly smoothly thanks to some good luck, and now we're preparing for our field study trip to Legram. We finished talking to everyone in Trista and it's time to go. So we need to change trains at Breahard to get to Legram, right? So they're going like way on the other side, right? The economic zone I think is like to the northwest, I want to say, where it is on the map. It's supposed to be better for us to take the Croizen main line than the transcontinental line then. Right, after reaching Breahard, we need to transfer to a local line, the Ebel branch line. There's only one train every 2 hours, so I hope we can time our arrival to avoid a lengthy wait. It's exactly 7 AM right now. We should arrive in Breahard somewhere around 10:30 and then reach Legram by noon. We've got work waiting for us on the first day too, so the earlier we can reach Legram, the better. Agreed. There's always the chance our class problem child will make another scene. Oh, you guys are here earlier than I expected. Yeah, usually you always beat us. You all ready to leave too? No, we still got another 20 minutes or so until the next train to Breahard comes in. You're all going to the Jurai SEZ, right? I've never been there, but it sounds kind of fun. It's apparently quite a trip to get there, though. It's on the Empire's northwest coast. Ooh, I knew. You have to cross the entire Lamar province to get there. Well, it's not often you get to go on a nice long trip like this, but worry not. The hours will just fly by as I teach you about how to be as cool and popular as I am. Yeah, thanks, but I think I'll just take a nap instead. At least you're not like me and you're going to be in Blade Purgatory, losing over and over again because the game gave you 4 3s and no 7s, 8s, 6s, or anything like that. Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. Don't become a bloody paste. We'll see you in 2 days then. See you at Grelia Fortress. Bye. Have a safe trip. See you later, Elliot. Later, Magius and Crow. At least make a token attempt to stay out of trouble. No worries, if you hear about it, it means I wasn't on top of my game. One of these days, Irene, you'll thirst for my life of adventure. Right. Alright, good luck, guys. Try not to, drive everyone crazy for the next 2 days. Okie dokie. Why don't I find that the slightest bit reassuring? You took the words right out of my mouth. May the guidance of the winds and the goddess be with you all. I look forward to seeing you all again in 2 days. I really don't want to lose to Blade. I don't want to lose to Blade to Millium. We have a short while longer before our train arrives. We ought to purchase our tickets now while we're waiting. Never. Guys? Okay. I guess there's no one to talk to. I feel so lonely. Good morning, everyone. Group A is heading to Legram, correct? Yeah, that's right. We'd like to purchase tickets to Legram via Breahard. Right, coming right up. Do you want it right away? I won't buy tickets. You guys sit back down back there? No? Okay, fine. Okay, so that's 6 passengers bound for Legram via Breahard. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment.
Oh, you're all heading out?
What?
I don't recognize the voice. It is Lechter. Because I mean, like, I thought, like, I thought Lechter, but I'm like, I don't know what he doesn't say. Obviously, this is the first. Actually, no, Lechter did show up previously, right? Yeah, because he shows up at the end of chapter 3. So we have heard his voice by this point.
Isn't that... Huh? What are you doing here, Lechter? You miss me already?
Sure did. I'm gonna be back in Crossbell starting the day after tomorrow. Might never have the chance to see you again in this lifetime, so I figured I'd drop by and say hello.
Shh, whatever.
Now, are you implying that we're gonna die, or you're gonna die?
You're so silly. There's no way you or Gramps would die that easily.
Well, that old goat might scare off the Reaper, but I'm pretty weak, you know.
Who's he? Captain Lechter Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division.
We saw him while we were
Emma,
on the field
are you
study in
okay?
Nord.
Emma, you're a little in awe there.
He's the one supposedly responsible for negotiating with the Republic's army to prevent war from breaking out.
So he's the Ironblood they call Scarecrow.
I have to admit, he doesn't look like someone who
Celine?
specializes in espionage.
What? Okay, that's kind of interesting. I'm guessing she's coming
Well,
with.
I'm sure this little drop of sunshine's got suspicious written all over her, but I hope you're getting along.
I mean, this has got to be the point where Emma, we learn her backstory to some degree, so I guess it makes sense that Celine's coming with us.
Don't hesitate to give her a good spanking if she causes too much trouble, though.
Okay.
We'll try our best to be a welcoming class.
I'm not gonna cause them any trouble.
Doubt.
Unlike you, I'm a little angel.
Just because you have the quartz equipped doesn't mean it's true.
What kind of little angel would casually whip out something like Eric Getlem in public?
Now, you don't actually have it anymore, but,
Do you have
pretend
any
the joke
idea how
works.
much overtime we put in just covering up for you?
Huh? You do?
Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on Platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop.
If you'll excuse us, Captain.
I'm afraid we need to catch this train.
Oh, sure thing. Good luck out there, guys. Oh, and by the way, I'd prefer it if you referred to me as secretary rather than captain in public.
what if we called you Lechter Buddy?
After all, I am a second secretary for the Imperial government.
I see.
Well then, if you'll excuse us, Mr. Secretary.
You'd better bring me back a souvenir from Crossbow.
Can it be Lloyd's autograph? You know how much that shit's gonna sell for when they learn out that he beat a god into submission with his tonfas? It's gonna be like 11 billion mirror autograph. Now there's Celine. I guess in case you missed her running by, there's a little extra. I do like that little that she like kind of runs by during the cutscene.
They seem like an even more interesting bunch than I'd heard. Hope she gets the chance to soak in the good times at school like I did.
Well, well. For two Ironbloods, you two have a pretty cozy thing going.
That face of just like, oh shit, dude.
Uh-oh. Looks like a scary lady's got me in her sights. Time to make my exit.
Not so fast. Didn't you have something you were supposed to give me? Come on. Cough it up.
They don't call you the Purple Lightning for nothing. Maybe you should consider giving up this teaching gig and coming to work for us. I'll bet we could offer double what the Academy's paying you. No sweat.
She used to be abrasive. They're not exactly used to getting paid for their work.
Aw. Strictly business, huh?
So, if she was doing it for the money, she was in the wrong line of work.
Obviously. I'm not getting any younger here. Hand it over.
This is the list of every member of the Imperial Liberation Front that we're aware of at present.
I mean, I guess they probably know the Guerrilla Fortress is gonna be like maybe attacked or something. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if they know that and we know they know about the attack in Crossbell. We know that they're aware of that coming, and they're basically just letting it happen. But it could also be that they're maybe aware of the Guerrilla stuff.
We've made progress in identifying their top figures, too.
I see. I suppose I should thank you.
Oh, one more thing. Claire had a message she wanted me to pass along.
Then again, it also does seem... Well, I mean, they probably don't view the Liberation Front as like a serious threat at this point, so maybe that's why they would be sending kids to kind of deal with it. Because you would think, considering how important the potential implications of them actually taking over Guerrilla Fortress is, that you would maybe want to not send school children to be like one of your lines of defense.
I'm listening.
Their primary target is Crossbell City, but there's a chance that something else will be going down within the Empire at the same time. Those were her words.
Her words. Okay, so maybe they don't specifically know Gorelia. So maybe us just going to Gorelia just happens to be a coincidence. Can we pop off, talk to Annabelle at Celtic if she's still there? Wow, it's like a sea of green out there. Hey, Eustace, why is the wheat all green? Wheat, barley, and rye are all cultivated in the Croydon province. Each is grown in its season, which means that what you're seeing right now is the fall wheat crop. Oh, look, there's a weird scarecrow. Oh, look at its head. It looks all messy like Lechter's. Well, as long as she's enjoying herself. At times like these, she seems like any girl her age. It's still hard to believe she's only 13. This is a year younger than my brother. It really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? I mean, she acts more like she's 9. I suppose this is as good a time as any to tell you more about where we'll be conducting our next field study. Legram is a small town in the southeast of the Empire situated on the shore of Lake Ebel. My father, Viscount Aracid, governs the town, which is itself part of the Croydon province. That sounds familiar. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the province Eustace's father oversees? Well, technically yes. But Legram is known for being a particularly self-reliant region. I doubt the Viscount has much interest in authority of his liege lord. I suppose I cannot deny it. My father can be a little too free-spirited at times, but I can't help but feel your father's governance has its own issues, especially where taxation is concerned. Not as I'm unaware of that. Sorry, I seem to have touched on a sensitive issue here. No, there's nothing for you to apologize for. Exchanges like this are the daily bread of the nobility. It's true the 4 great houses do have immense power, but it's still up to the individual feudal lords to govern their respective regions. And as far as taxation goes, each region has its own statutes, which makes the whole situation even more complicated. It is quite convoluted. Although the imperial government does seem to be attempting to unify all regions under a single tax system. That's one of the major points of dispute between the two factions. Incidentally, my father's stance on the matter is hell will freeze over before I consent to it. I do understand the reformist point of view, but each region of the Empire has its own traditions and customs. Shut up. Attempting to normalize all these under a single system seems a little insensitive. I mean, I think like triple taxing people is a little insensitive, but what do I know? Now, the more you tell me, the more complicated it sounds. Well, it's certainly not an issue with a clear-cut solution. This is boring. Don't you have any more cool stories about Legram? I suppose a couple of students batting around ideas about taxation isn't going to really solve anything, but I guess to me, one of the things Legram is most famous for is the Arcade School. Oh, is that the thing Laura's dad teaches? That's the one. The Arcade School of Swordsmanship is the style passed down by the ancient knights of Erebonia. It's one of the 2 most famous martial styles in the Empire, the other being the Vander School. I've heard there's a training hall where the students of the Arcade School come all over from the Empire to train. Indeed there is. Several students of the school are studying in Legram at the moment. The rest are scattered throughout the Empire. And Laura's father instructs them all? He does. Viscount Arcide is not only the Lord of Legram, he's also the current head of the Arcide School. Oh, does he have some super cool title like the Radiant Blade Master or something? He sounds crazy strong. This may sound unseemly coming from his daughter, but his strength is, quite frankly, inhuman. It would easily place him among the 3 strongest people in the Empire. Ooh. Sounds like an incredible guy. So it's what, Elliot, that guy, and... I've heard plenty of rumors about his strength myself. From what I understand, he acts as a combat instructor for this nation's armies, both provincial and imperial. As a result, I hear he spends a significant amount of time away from his territory. That is unfortunately the case. We may be visiting my home, but there's no guarantee my father will even be there. Well, I did recently remember that he pops up in the opening cutscene, so I assume we see him in this game. I see. That's a shame. I'd really like to meet him. That's also the main reason why I knew we were going to Legram for this chapter, because I just happened to remember that Laura's dad shows up. I think it's her. Well, I assume it's her dad. There's like some dude with a big ass sword who shows up in the anime intro. Oh yes, when we reach Legram, I'd like to ask you a favor. A favor? I was hoping it would be possible for you to show your respective styles to the Arcide School students. This group is practitioners of the 8 Leafs 1 Blade School, court fencing and spearmanship alike, and I have no doubt each would be of interest to the students of the martial arts. Perhaps so. The chance to learn more about other schools might broaden our own horizons, too. Are you sure my spearmanship would be of interest to them, though? Both Rien and Eustace at least use swords. I mean, what are spears if not swords with just really long handles? Certainly, the Artside School teaches more than just swordplay. While some use two-handed swords like myself, others use spears and even bows. Perhaps even Emma's orbital staff may be of interest. You think so? Hey, what about me? Lainey's really strong, too. True, but it's just raw strength. There's no skill or technique involved. I concur. Watching Eric Gatlin wouldn't afford the students any chance to learn new techniques of their own. Oh, you mean? He's not fair to leave me out. I mean, yeah, there's some value in knowing some hand-to-hand combat skills if you ever get disarmed or something. Anyway, I do think that would be a nice gesture, but that's assuming we get a chance before our field study is over. Of course, I look forward to it if we do. Lavender. Surely it's just a coincidence. It has to be. What's wrong? Are you getting motion sickness or something? I'm just being ominous. No, I'm fine. I was just wondering what we might be able to see in Lohengrin Castle while we're in Legram. Ah, the castle that came up Instructor Thomas's lesson the other day. Weather permitting, it can be seen quite clearly. It's surrounded by mist more often than not, but such imagery has its own appeal as well. Wow, that actually sounds pretty neat. Yeah, it does. And I was just thinking, it'd be nice if we could apply some of our knowledge we learned in our class to our field study, don't you think? Yeah, whatever, nerd. Am I to assume then that you'll all participate if such an opportunity arises? Of course, we wouldn't miss it. Plus, Lohengrin Castle served as the base for St. Sandlot. Emma? Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just excited about what we might see there. We still have some time before we reach Breyhard, but we'll be changing trains as soon as we arrive, so make sure you're ready. I will be, though it's a shame we won't have the time to stick around for a while. Would like to see Rufus again if we have the chance. I'm sure he's much too busy being evil to see us. And it hardly seems appropriate to return home now after I chose not to return during the summer. That is a good point. Is something on your mind? I'm just wondering what my family and the other nobles are doing at the moment. The past month they've been a little overly quiet. Now that you mention it, I haven't heard of any major conflicts between the two factions lately at all. Maybe they're just showing some restraint for a while? After all the craziness that happened at the festival last month. Neither faction is considered enough to avoid conflict over something so trite. I suppose we just try and focus on our field study and not concern myself with matters beyond my control. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. I am concerned about my family's activities, but this hardly seems the time to show my face back home. I'll just try to focus on our field study and put the whole matter out of mind. The issue of regional cultural heritage is quite a profound one. So profound as to have its own tax implications. While the desire to preserve the region's tradition and heritage is pretty important in most places throughout the Empire, okay, you know, ask the normal people, hey, what do you consider part of your region's heritage? None of them are going to say, oh, the tax code. Literally no one except the nobles are going to be like, oh, the taxes are part of my heritage and cultural pride. Unless the tax code is like you pay nothing. Like the old animist traditions in Legram, I hear I hear a lot of those are still around. Indeed, no doubt you'll see many of them firsthand during our stay. Countless anecdotes regarding the Lance Maiden remain as well. Sounds like Legram has a lot in common with my home in Nord. Our cultures and traditions may differ, but we worship the same goddess and spirits. I think it's a fact that many Erebonians are starting to forget. And if you ask me, those traditions are worth protecting, even if it means a little extra money going to taxes. You can change the taxes and still preserve the traditions. I mean, I guess maybe they're making a slippery slope argument. They're like, oh, one day they're making you not pay as much money to the local liege lord, the next day you're all brainwashed. It seems as though there will be much to learn during this month's field study. Look at all the trees going past the window. This is so cool. I want to ride more trains like this. It's really fun. Really? No, I'm kind of surprised. I assume being in the intelligence division meant you'd be taking trains all the time. Well, I usually ride on Lamy when I'm out on mission. And the super fast train Claire and the others in the RMP use doesn't have windows. And Gramps' special train is too fancy, so you can't really relax. Interesting. It's not often that you get to ride a regular train like this then, is it? But if you get too excited here, you're not going to have much excitement left for when we reach our destination. Especially considering how early you got it this morning. But I was so excited I could barely sleep. I'll be fine. I still got plenty of energy. What was I saying? See, told you. We'll be at Breyhard soon, so try and get some sleep on the next train, okay? Okay. Sounds like this, she really is just like any other 13-year-old. Oh, you're getting your ass kicked in Blade.
It's time to duel.
Oh, she said the line, dude. You gotta roll the D, though.
Come on, draw a card.
Okay, our hand isn't complete garbage.
You're up first, I guess.
I changed my mind.
Sorry about that. Come on, draw another one. I'm going first.
Okay, okay. Maybe a little,
Take this.
I don't know, she probably has more than one bolt, so I'm not gonna use this. Well, let's just go for the guaranteed use of it. Be careful with your mirrors.
Take this. Sorry about that.
Okay, we'll mirror now.
What was that for?
Then we'll bolt.
Ah!
Now, mathematically, we have to win.
Boo, I wanted to win.
Too bad. All of your Link XP belongs to me.
Then let us begin our duel. Please draw a card.
The card hand is dumpster trash.
The first move is yours.
Bro, what the hell? Get bolted.
Well played. Divine Bolt. We're evenly matched. Let's redraw. Then I'll make the first move.
Okay, well,
Divine Bolt.
bro. You ever thought about not being a piece of garbage? You're not gonna bolt me.
Divine Bolt.
Oh, you activated my trap card?
Mirror. I didn't expect that.
Bro, what the fuck is this hand?
An excellent
I
duel.
mathematically couldn't have won that. Like, there was no mathematical way to win that hand. This game is so rigged.
Please go easy on. Shall we draw then?
Do we have a god hand we should never lose?
Oh, we have the same score. Allow me to play first then.
Let's just make sure we don't, like, you know, do something stupid and mess up.
I'm gonna use a bolt card. I'm gonna use a bolt card.
You know what?
I'm gonna use a bolt card.
I'm gonna beat you up in real life, Emma.
Oh no, this could be trouble. Oh no, this could be trouble.
We should have saved a mirror now that I think about it, because she probably has one.
Oh no, you beat me.
Okay, never mind. Man, it's almost like whatever cards you get completely determines whether you win or lose.
If we have to. Draw a card.
Okay, we got like
Go ahead,
an
then.
okay hand. Not like crazy good, but not awful either.
Take this.
Very, very balanced hand.
Take this.
You activated my trap card?
Take this.
Bro, why are you such a dick?
How about this? Now you've done it.
Bro.
My victory was assured from the start.
We kind of threw there, but I mean, look at how many. I don't think we could have won anyway. Even if we'd saved our bolt for his 7, he still had a 7, 6, and a 2, and a mirror. Whereas we had like a 4.
Shall we begin? Go ahead and draw. I'll
Okay,
go first.
we
then.
should not lose with this
I'll use
hand.
a bolt.
Bro, why you gotta be like that? I'm okay
Well
bolting
done.
a 6. It's not mirror just yet.
Now I'll use a bolt.
You're an ass.
Now I'll use a bolt.
You're an ass.
I hate to do this, but...
Get mirrored.
Huh. Well played.
You cannot win.
I lost.
Okay, I'm done. Wait, did we talk to Gaius? I can't remember if we talked to Gaius there. Maybe we didn't. $10.20. You know what time it is right now? 1:20 exactly. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This special express line is bound for Breahard. Our next stop is Breahard, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure that you have all your belongings with you when disembarking the train. Otherwise, we will sell them off to a pawn stop. Pawn stop? Pawn store. Ah, finally. We have to change trains here, right? That's right. A train bound from Legram should be arriving in about 10 minutes. We need to hurry if we want to board it in time. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping a chance to poke around Breyhard. Oh yeah, it's your first time in Breyhard, isn't it? I'd be glad to show you around should your opportunity arise. You did graciously open your home to us in Nord, after all. Anyone gonna show up and greet us, though? I feel like somebody's gonna show up and greet us, at least briefly. Ooh. Bro, it's so good. I can't see the train anywhere. They did like they were lost for a second. Oh, was the cat? Yep, the kitty cat. Oh, she made her way into the real train. You have to wonder, I mean, I guess the cat's got magic powers, but I have to kind of wonder over how well it would be able to hang on top of the train earlier. She's asleep. Wow, the forest is really dense. Almost like a scene from a picture book, as though if you kept very quiet, fairies might come out to play. It might not come as a surprise that there are many such legends in this region. Also, how the hell is she going to sleep like standing straight up like that? Like, she's not even like laying back or nothing? It might not come as a surprise that there are many such legends in this region. Like, I feel like you would just, as soon as your body goes stiff or goes limp, you would just like fall straight over without like leaning back. The Lance Maiden, Leanne Sandalot, was born in Legram, but because of her preternatural strength and beauty, some believed her a changeling switched at birth by the fairies. Really? Fascinating. The reality is a bit less rosy. The family line of Count Sandlot came to an end when she died under mysterious circumstances. After the War of the Lions, it's hardly surprising that such tales have persisted. So Count Sandlot. A changeling, huh? So, I've been thinking, the C that we know, I've been under the assumption that C maybe stands for Count. And if Sand, I mean, could it be Aryan Road? I mean, it's possible. It would explain kind of, you know, like there's a kind of a voice changer with the suit. It would explain the completely covering up. They didn't really use a lance though, but it wasn't an old weapon that was used, right? They said that the dual blade or twin blade, what did they call it? I can't remember what they called it, but you know, his little like blade staff thing he used, or they used, was like an ancient weapon for some reason, because apparently nobody thought to put two blades on the end of a stick since then. And granted, it's maybe not the most practical weapon anymore, since, you know, you have guns, but look at that fog. It came on so suddenly. Well, Legram is well known for its fog, among other things. This is not at all uncommon for this time of year. The fog does help keep the temperature cooler during the summer, though. In that case, bring on the fog. No, Lammy, you can't smash that. I don't think it would be neat if it is, Aryan Road is like leading the, because I mean we know that there's some association with Ouroboros and the Imperial Front. Not like a super strong connection, but, you know, they did at least provide them with the plans to Orkios Tower. What does this sound like? This track sounds super familiar. It sounds like a Final Fantasy track. I mean, it's got big Final Fantasy energy. I can't remember the name of the track, though. It's not... It's a little similar to My Home Sweet Home, but there's another one that fits it even better. I can't remember. This is very good. It is a little reminiscent of My Home Sweet Home, which is like one of my... It's probably like my favorite track from the Final Fantasy series. It's stunning. This is the first time I've visited Legram, but it's every bit as beautiful as I've been led to believe. Really more at the beginning. It's kind of taken on its own energy here in the second half, but... Or the second part section. So this is the town of mist in ancient legends. I'm pleased you seem to have taken a liking to it. Unfortunately, the mist does hinder the visibility. On a clear day, the surface of the lake gleams like a polished mirror. Fuck, I know, it's breathtaking all the same. Welcome home, my lady. Hello. How long have you been there? Interesting, I couldn't sense him coming at all. I have returned, Klaus. I see that your proficiency in the art of concealment has not diminished in my time away from home. On the contrary, my age has begun to get the better of me, I'm afraid. Watching you grow and mature is the only joy left for an old man like me. Surely you jest. Can I assume that father not coming to meet us means he's currently away from Legram? I'm afraid so. He also mentioned that he was unsure when he might return. I did expect that might be the case. Nonetheless, allow me to introduce everyone. This is Klaus, the Arside family steward. He fills in for my father in the absence and serves as acting master for the Arside School of Swordsmanship. The acting master? Huh, sounds like one amazing old guy. Man, what a coinkydink that your first name is Butler. Man, it's like you were born for the role. I trust you all had a pleasant trip, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. Let me be the first to welcome you to Legram. If you'll come with me, I'll escort you to the mansion. That's exciting. Friggin' Eustace wouldn't let us stay at his mansion. Still, it doesn't look like the years have really changed too much here. It's like walking into a bygone era. You can really see the influence of animism in the region too. Just look at this stone monument. I believe that was built long before the Arside family was entrusted with the governance of this region, which would make it several hundred years old at the very least. And it's a rather strange shape too. Ooh, what's that? Oh, there's the lady. And I'm guessing that's her knights. It appears to be a statue of the Lance Maiden. That's right, the center statue is the Lance Maiden herself, while those two beside her are two of the Eisenrider. I believe these were made well over 200 years ago. Indeed, tradition holds that they were constructed to honor the achievements of Saint Sandlot. Incidentally, the knight kneeling in the lower right is the ancestor of the Viscount. Oh, so that's Laura's great-great-great-grandfather, huh? You'll need a few more greats, we're about 10 generations apart. Lady Laura? Lady Laura, I'm so pleased to see you back in Legram. Viscount did mention that you'd be returning. Oh, I'm so happy to see you again, Lady Laura. I'm so glad to see that you're all well. I'm just back for 2 or 3 days on a field study as part of my coursework at the Academy. I'll be sure to visit more with each of you later. Oh, of course, please do. I'd love to hear all about life at how life at the Academy's been treating you. He seems to be quite popular around here. Yes, it looks like the Viscount's family's built up a good relationship with the people of Legram. You jelly, Eustace? Oh yeah, the Bracery Guild. Oh, it's Toval. Yeah, they did mention that the Bracery Guild apparently this is like the last branch in Erebony, or one of the last ones. Looks like they finally showed up. Well, I've been pretty busy around here lately. I could use the help. Huh? Oh, well, guess I'll go look over their task one more time just to be sure. So he's our contact? Oh, they're fighting, dude. I can hear the ring of steel on steel. Undoubtedly the sound of swords crossing. Ah, so this must be the Arside School's training hall. Indeed it is. I have more memories in this building than I could possibly count. Although many of them involve being soundly defeated by my father, Klaus. My apologies, my lady. Well, it's pretty apparent he's not your run-of-the-mill butler. You can tell by the way he carries himself. He has a master's poise. And this is the Viscount Arside's mansion. Wow, so that's where Laura lives? You'd expect nothing less from a Viscount. It seems to be built on a hill overlooking the town, too. It was originally built with the intent that it could function as a stronghold should the need ever arise. Welcome to the home of Viscount Arside. Allow me to show you around on my father's steed. Stead. Bro, that's a... Can I borrow the chandelier and sell it for money, please? I got a pretty cool little crest. Better than a lame-ass horse, Airbonia. Wow, what an incredible view. It's so beautiful. It's not often I've taken a view this spectacular. Say, is that... Also, what are you talking about, guys? You live in the Highlands. Whoa, a castle! Ah, that must be Legram's famous landmark. Indeed, that's Lohengrin Castle. During the War of the Lions, it served as a Lance Maiden stronghold. The Saint's Castle, towering on the shore of a shimmering lake. Just seeing it there in all its majesty makes me want to set brush to canvas. It does seem like a scene tailor-made for painting. I agree, but there's plenty of time to take in the scenery later. Right now we need to go pick up our list of field study tasks. Oh, right. Are you the one who prepared the task for us, Klaus? Actually, the assigning of your duties here has been entrusted to a professional. A professional in what? Can you elaborate? Head of the Bracer Guild in the town's central plaza, and at the Master's behest, they have taken on the responsibility for preparing all of the tasks for your field study here. The Bracer Guild? There's a branch here in Legram? Indeed, there's been a small branch of the guild in this town for many years. My family had a good relationship with the guild, and they've done much for us in the town over the years. Really? Well, whatever. Not like they asked me to do anything. What are you babbling on about? Nothing much. Just thinking out loud. We're not responsible for the destruction of the Bracer Guild or nothing. Anyway, looks like we need to pay a visit to the guild. Yeah, I'd like to get through as many today's tasks as we can. We'll be taking our leave now, Klaus. Of course, please take care, everyone. Kind of looking for a second. Okay. Can we go in the girls' room? All of your belongings are mine. I'm so pleased to see that Lady Laura's finally returned home. We'll only be in Legram a couple days, but thank you for your care, Prana. I do hope you and your friends find some time during your visit to relax. I have every intention of serving you all to the best of my abilities. Pretty cool looking. Nothing out here. This is probably the second best of the town themes. I still like the North Highlands a bit more, but I really like Legram's music. Especially the beginning. The beginning part's probably my favorite. You'll find the Bracer Guild in the town's main plaza. Allow me to wish you all the best of luck towards your today and your academic endeavors. I look forward to seeing how things go. What exactly is there to look forward to? I wonder if he has something planned for us. Lady Laura, you've returned! This calls for a celebration. I'll be sure to prepare the finest of meals for you and your friends tonight. I'm looking forward to the taste of home cooking. I just asked Ben to catch some fresh fish too, so I think you'll enjoy the dinner I'm preparing. Bro, I got oodles of fish. I mean, they're not in my inventory anymore, but, I've caught so many dang fish, I don't know what to do with them. That's the dot above us. Alrighty. I guess I'll go ahead and pop, well, let me go in here? Oh yeah! One more round! Right! Wow, you can feel the intensity coming from inside. Well, it is the Arside School's training hall after all. I was planning on stopping in to greet everyone, but they seem so focused right now I'd rather not intrude. Yeah, let's head to the guild first. Well, I don't want to go to the guild, okay? What if my only memories of the guild is not being paid for my work? Anything back there? Any hidden chests here? I wish Father Heimilkar would take his job more serious, or Himilkar? Let's see if, I don't know. And the one who has to make all the preparations for Mass and write reports to the Archbishop in his stead. Running around trying to fix everything he leaves undone is tiring work, and yet he remains as popular as ever thanks to the stories he tells the children. Unbelievable. Hey there, Lady Laura. Didn't realize you were back in town already. I just arrived a little while ago. How have things been here at the church while I was away? Same as ever, I'd say. Still no point in giving sermons to this lot when they've got more faith than I do. And I suppose things really haven't changed much, have they? It may not be my own place to say this, but wouldn't it be wise to perhaps try to put more effort into your job? Nah, fuck that. Sorry about that. I'm just the kind of guy who can I'm just not the kind of guy who can summon up the motivation to work hard. Only folks here that got the work cut out of them are your dad and Toval, really. Your dad's away on official business pretty often, but Toval's out of town about once a month too. For a guy as young as he is, he's got a pretty tight schedule to continue with. Oh, Lady Laura, I'm so pleased to see that you've returned. Don't hesitate to ask me if you need any assistance at all. I'll be there to support you, whatever the endeavor may be. Thank you, Chloe. I appreciate your generosity. It's my honor. I feel I must ask, though, just who are these disgusting cretins you have in tow? Are you talking about your classmates? Oh, adios, why am I such filth be allowed to fest within the sight of Lady Laura's maidenly grace? Listen up, you three. Be sure to keep an appropriate distance from Lady Laura at all times. Understood? Okay, you hear that, Emma, Gaius, Milliam? Yeah, I'm afraid that's gonna prove a little difficult. What an irksome whelp. My apologies, seems to be misunderstanding the situation. Is there a more violent, disgusting creature crawling upon the earth than men? Yulian and Karno present a perfect example with their never-ending tomfoolery. There are a few exceptions, of course, like Lord Arside. He's so tall, strong, and handsome. Honestly, that radiant blade master has skewed the standard for aspiring gentlemen here in Legram. You'd have to be in an airship to rise above expectations like that. The first girl in existence that didn't immediately fall in love with Reen the second they saw him. Hello there. Watatu? What? I don't know, man. Why, of course. We're all doing well here. Perhaps less so on the business front. Oh? It's not really a big issue. It's just that your father rejected the order to raise taxes here. Deliveries coming through on the highway have slowed down a fair bit ever since then. It's clear as day that Duke Alvarez wasn't too pleased by Lord Arside's decision. I see, allow me to apologize for my father's actions. You have no reason to feel responsible, Eustace. Indeed, deliveries by train have come through just fine, so ultimately we're not up a creek without a paddle, at least. Truly are pleased to have you back in Legram, Lady Laura. I look forward to receiving your instruction in the Arside School's Art of Self-Defense again. Wow, I didn't think a geezer like you would still be hitting the training hall. We hold classes in basic self-defense once a week at the training hall, so it's easy for anyone to fit it into their schedule. I've been going for 60 years now. Missing my training actually throws off my whole rhythm. At this point, I'm stronger than God himself. Bro, sell tier all bombs. Do it, coward. Anybody sell any hardy powder, man? I need the hardy powder. I'm begging for the location of hardy powder through text. We've got food, man. We got food. Good day, Lady Laura. I'm pleased to see you back home. If you need any armaments or have any armament-related questions during your stay, please come straight to me. Thank you, Duncan. Your service is invaluable as always. It's an honor to hear you say that. If you need any armaments or have any questions, come straight to me. Okay, so you actually can make new stuff now? 6 U materials? Are you insane? Bro, you think that shit grows on trees? Okay, we can straight up buy Crystal Flood now. Ooh. Oh, that's like, oh, it's so expensive. Judgment Bolt? I mean, it sounds cool. Ooh, Action 3? I mean, it's only 3 extra speed, though. Chrono Burst. Allows ally to act faster. Oh! That Accelerate? That's just a spell, dude? Apparently, I think I've saw someone mention that this spell is, like, OP as shit, or at least it used to be. I think it's also mentioned in the changelog as being changed, like, a lot. Or nerfed or something, I want to say. I don't really know to what degree. Like if it's got like a super long cast time or something associated. There was some nerf to this spell, I think. I kind of want to try it though. Allows ally to act faster. It is all of our time Sapith. But I mean, the only other thing we'd really buy with our time Sapith is like an Action 3, which... 3 extra speed probably isn't really worth it. Yeah, I forgot to set up your orbments. Well, we'll be ending the video here soon, so I can do that then, but... How much does it cost? Oh yeah, what's this? Oh, we already freaking have it, dude. 15 speed, are you fucking insane? What? Green's gonna be faster than God himself. How much does it cost? Okay, it's very expensive. It's probably still good to have on someone. Like Gaius, who doesn't really cast spells that often. And since we kind of have speed on him already. How fast would Green be if we equipped this, just out of curiosity? 120. And that's not even with like maximum speed as well. Which still isn't that high in comparison to like what we fight. Like for curiosity, how fast was the Bone Dragon? The Bone Dragon had 184 speed. What about can we see what yeah, Schoolhouse. How fast was the Super Monster? He had 204 speed. Bro's fucking jacked. And his strength is 2,000. That's why defense is like doesn't do anything. As you can see, because there's no way you're getting your defense stat anywhere close to actually being able to meaningfully affect that. Like you're never getting it anywhere near the realm of what it is. Need any armaments or have any orbit? Okay, we already talked to you. We're good on slots, so everyone here is good, right? Yeah, everyone's got their stuff opened. I wouldn't mind getting an attack 3 before we call it, or before we, you know, soon, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Oh, Wolf Pant Pant, I see you've been doing well, Para. Woof woof. Oh, good day, Lady Laura. You came along at a perfect time. We have some fresh cheese made from our goat's milk ready to smite your hunger. I'll be sure to bring some by the manor later. You can give it to me now. I'll be looking forward to it. Tonight's dinner is sure to be that much better. Wow, you're right. It feels so delish. Now for an itty-bitty taste. Oh, no, you don't. That's quite the charming friend you have there. By the way, you wouldn't happen to have seen Carno around, would you? He's always goofing off with Julian when he should be helping me out. I'd appreciate it if he took after Chloe a bit more. Well... I mean, Chloe is a misandrist. You know the word. So maybe don't take after her too much.
A cross inside a circle. Any idea what it means?
No one really knows for sure. There are a number of theories, though.
Can't remember.
Unfortunately, the meanings of most animist symbols have been lost over time.
You know damn well you know what it fucking means, Emma. Don't lie to me. I think that, I can't remember, but doesn't that look similar to the seal we saw on the red door? I think it looked like that. There sure are some more remnants of animism here than I expected. There's actually a spirit monument much like this one out on the highway, too. One theory is that they exist as signposts to guide the spirits to this land. Because of that, people have regarded them as a means to call forth spirits since the day of antiquity. Fascinating. I can only imagine what it would look like if they were to succeed. Well, it's just a theory. No one really knows what their real purpose is. But they're still pretty important then, and here I was thinking it'd be fun to have Lammy smash them up. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't. Such destructive impulses. I guess we'll try and finish talking to everyone before we go to the Bracer Guild. Good day, Lady Laura. I see you're looking well as always. Hello there, Sven. How are you doing? Well, I'm fit as a fiddle, thank you very much. Whether you need a bridge fixed or a wall built, you can leave all your construction needs to old Sven. I'm actually just about to head out to the highway, fix up one of them statues there. Notice it tilting a bit. If you're going the same way, be careful of the fog. It can come rolling in without a warning. Days like these are when spirits are most likely to begin their trickery. That is indeed true. We shall take the utmost of care. One of the statues out on the highway is tilting a bit. Should hurry along and get it fixed before the spirits get upset over it and smite us. Be just in that documentary movie I saw, The Mist. Lady Laura, you've returned. I'm so happy that you would return to Legram for our sake. Well, I've returned, that much is true. However, I couldn't really care less about you guys. This isn't meant to be a leisurely visit, I'm afraid. I'm going to be pretty busy with my field studies, so keep that in mind. You don't seem that busy, you're just kind of walking around talking to people. I can't believe how strict Thor is this. I don't think I could deal with having so little free time. This is why we all think Saint Astria would be... What is it? I'm trying to remember what it is I want to call it and what they call it. I think I want to call it Saint Astrea, but it's Saint Astria, right? Or that's one of the things like I get like mind flooded when it comes to pronunciation. Is there sometimes like I'll instinctively think, oh, this is how you say it, and then I'll get like confused about which way the game says it and which way I say it, or the way I want to say it. Every Laureless day saw my pillow stained with tears. I see time hasn't dulled your clinginess. Oh, how blessed I am to stand in your angelic radiance once again. Wow, talk about a hometown hero. People of Graham really do like Laura, and this girl even more than most. The spirits are still abundant here in Legram even now. We can't see them, but they're always here, watching over us. They seem a bit irate today, however. Perhaps they found themselves a bit unsettled by our new visitors. Are you Beryl? Is this Beryl's true form? And we just got the inn and a couple people around here. Welcome back, Lady Laura. I see you're working hard as ever, Syria. Of course. I have a question for you, though. Well, I'd be so bold as to ask, what is your relationship with these men? They're all my classmates? Phew, I know I could trust in the purity of Lady Laura's heart. So wait, what's she implying? You may be better off not knowing, Rain. Please take this, Lady Laura. Yo! Isn't this the recipe for one of Aprikosa's specialties? It is indeed. I figured this would be a splendid way of allowing you to enjoy the taste of home even while outdoors. Try and make it sometime when you find yourself longing for Legram. Thank you, I will. God, look at that art. It's so scary, dude. You can't even make a deluxe version? Wait, Laura, do you still have your thing equipped? I believe in you. Create the greatest dish the world's ever seen.
I'll do what I can. That came out rather well.
Read that. That's pretty good. 150 EP is just enough to actually be kind of useful. Well, it's not amazing at this point because our EP totals have reached pretty high and some of the spells cost more than that to even cast. So I've started renting my boat out recently, you see. I was hoping I could let you guys use it while you're here, but looks like Lake Ebel spirits are feeling a bit out of sorts today. That's really a shame. Quit trying to trick me? Okay, just a couple more spots. Got someone over here. Oh, can I fish? Is it fishing time? Does Reen have a prescription for fishing? Wait, how the hell do I get... Oh, we have to enter through the exit.
You've got a wharf here?
We do. A ferry makes trips between here and the opposite shore.
If you crossed the lake, you'd be in the Sutherland province, right?
Get fished on, nerds. It's time to catch the largest fish the world's ever seen. Come here, queen crab.
Wow, this is a big one!
Okay, I do need fire sapith. We'll probably use at least one ground bait here. Little tiny baby crab. I don't need a little tiny baby. Wait, actually, do we need a little tiny? We don't need a little tiny baby crab. I don't need a bass.
Caught one!
Come on, give me the greatest crab the world's ever seen. We'll try like a 1 deluxe cast. Sir?
Caught one!
Okay. Come on. Omega crab. Give me a giant enemy crab.
Caught one!
Bro, I got so many bottles. Giant enemy crab. That's a tiny enemy crab.
Not bad.
I feel betrayed. Hey, it's Laura! It's really her! We did something pretty awesome while you were gone. Oh? We formed the Junior Eisenrider. Or Eisenritter. We're here to fight for Saint Sandlot. Cool! Let me in. I'll be the evil villain. That's hardly even role-playing. That's so cute. I assume Laura must be their Saint Sandlot then. Julian thinks the Eisenritter are all about the horses, but I think the coolest part is their awesome fighting skills. Hey Laura, teach us how to win a sword fight sometime. Only if you decided that you want to make swordsmanship a lifelong pursuit. I'm willing to teach you the basic self-defense techniques anytime, though, if that's what you'd like. Yeah, I'm gonna start those classes again. I gotta get stronger. I gotta say, how can we really be like the Eisenrider when we don't even have any horses? Riding your goats doesn't work. I mean, we tried, but they just flung us off. Those poor goats. Listen, you can play however you'd like, but try not to cause trouble for others. We know, we know. I was trying to talk to the dude
This
on the...
building is the Legram branch of the Bracer Guild.
Okay, I ain't ever going. You can't make me.
Wow, I didn't think that door led out here.
Haha, nice find.
I desire your fish, old man. Fish are really a lively bunch. I reckon that's due to the blessing of the spirits living in the light. Let me fish. Let me fish. I got a fish, dang it. I got a fish. I've got an itching for fishing. Gotta practice our 8 leaves, 1 fish style. No need for us to board the train. That's what you think. Alright, we'll go ahead and call it here. Next time we will head into the Bracer Guild, retrieve our tasks for the field study, or at least day 1 of it. I'm Extra Cheese 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.